Onions, guys, there's loads of different ways to sow onions, and typically I tend to use seed, but over the last year or so I've been sowing seed and using sets as well. Now when you get sets, there's a couple of ways you can buy them, and that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Usually you get your sets delivered and they're in a net bag, and then you need to go through them, and what you're looking for are things like this. Now I've already planted the red onion sets for this year, but these are some of the sets. I'll come to you. These are some of the sets here that, as you can see, are absolutely rubbish. Although there is some roots on them, they're soft, they're squidgy. Look at that. You want to make sure that none of these are being planted. This one's even got a green top, look, but the bulb itself is no good, and they're never going to amount to anything, guys. The other way, so my reds, or some of my reds this year, came in a net bag, and I was a little late putting them out. Only now I'm actually doing these. It's sort of middle of March, and for us it's great because it means that you get a start on them. So what we're going to do, we're going to plant our sets in this 50 or 60 cell tray, and all it does, it just allows some roots to start forming before we put them outside. So like I said, normally you get them in a net bag and they get sent from the seed companies or whatever the case being, or you may see them hanging on a shelf in a garden centre and you'll buy them that way. What I will say to you with those is you have no control over the quality of the spud, and as you over the quality of the onion set. And as you can see here, we've had quite a lot out of the last bag. I think we've got, I don't know, 15 or 20 bulbs that are, or sets that are no good, as you can see, and that's out of the reds. So another way of buying them is like this, and that's loose, and you'll see them boxes at a time. Okay, and you literally go there and you pick up handfuls. They come in a pre-measured size bag, and you just fill the bag up and you pay for that bag. And in this particular case, I had these onion sets. These are stir-on, and they were $1.99. Now the great thing about buying them this way is you can go through the box and you can make sure that every single onion set is nice, round, fat. There is no squidginess with it, so these are a perfect way. And all is a case of what I've done here is I've got a normal multi-purpose compost, and I've mixed about 30% vermiculite into it. I'm sorry guys, perlite, and all that's to do is just to aid drainage a little bit and to lighten up the tray. Okay, now the other thing I've put in here is a little bit of mycorrhizal fungi. We're using the Root Grow at the moment. This is a pelleted version, and it's good for things like this because you can just chuck it into the compost and use it as a mix, and it comes with a little measuring cup, and we got this from Oakland Gardens, guys. The link's in the description below. Anyway, so these onion sets, it's just a case of sitting them in. Now an onion set obviously has the basal plate where the roots are going to come from, and the top. If there's any loose on the top, just pull it off, and that plate, just be mindful when you set it down into the compost. You don't want to be pushing too hard. You just need to sit it in there and nestle it until it's just sort of up to its waist in height. We've already pre-watered this, just literally just giving it a good soaking and allowing that then to settle before we do this. And the reason for that is we don't want to go hitting it with a watering can afterwards, because it's just going to lift them bulbs straight out. And it's just a case of running through, checking the bulbs, because some of them may have gone bad since you bought them. I bought these probably about 4 days ago. I went there, I spent about 20 minutes just going through the box, picking all the best ones, and that's the beauty of it. So you can, you know, get some really good shapes, and it's just a case of sticking them in. And this will have a few weeks now before they go out and it'll give them a chance to start putting some roots down, and we'll take it out as a plug plant and we'll plant them outside once the last frosts are gone, guys. Okay, in the meantime they'll be in here. We may cover them over with some fleece. We may be having some bad weather again this weekend, so if that's the case, you're going to want to cover them over with fleece or heat the tunnel to keep it frost free. And onions, guys, as simple as that. Now if you're sowing from seed, typically you want to be sowing in January or early February from seed, guys, just to get, you know, a really good start with them. And we have already done some on seed and they're coming up quite well, and it's just a case of just keep on till you fill a tray, and it's this simple, guys. It's a quick job, but I thought I would just let you know what we do here. And the reason we add the mycorrhizal at this stage is to, not that it helps this bulb or this set at this stage, but what it will do is once we put them out, we put a bit more around it, but it's already got that sort of symbiotic relationship with the fungus already started from day one. So as soon as them roots get out into the little bit of compost we've got in these little plants here, it's already starting to work for us. And then as we put it out, we'll add a little bit more just to give them you know, a good start. And we will feed when we're out in the soil, guys. Okay, we're not feeding in here because there'll be enough nutrients in the compost just to get things going. So there you have it, 60 cells. Sorry, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah. So 60 cells, there's 60 onions done that quick. And good thing about sets is they've been heat treated before they've come to the garden centres and things, so you know that they're going to get out there, they're not going to carry any diseases like onion white rot and things like that. So you've got a really good start with them. What I will say with onion sets, if they haven't been heat treated, they're very likely to bolt and go to seed, so make sure you get the heat treated ones, guys. Anyway, it's a short video about onions today. Have a look at some of our latest videos. How do you sow your onions? Do you do this, or do you just wait until it warms up outside and put them direct into the ground? Let me know in the description below, because I'd really like to know how you guys sow your onions at this time of year. And if you've got any sort of really weird variety of onion, also let me know below. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to put the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.